Who is Dorgu Amorim's first Man United signing and Lecce record breaker? Manchester United now have a deal in place to sign 20-year-old Denmark international PATRICK DORGU in a permanent record-breaking deal from Lecce. Here is everything you need to know about the versatile wideman, his career so far and where he might play at Old Trafford. Man United agreed deal to sign Dorgu from Lecce. Reports on Tuesday evening confirmed that Manchester United have reached an agreement to sign Dorgu from Lecce in a deal worth around €35 million, including a dot. According to reports from La Gazzetta dello Sport, Dorgu and his family were already packing up their belongings on Tuesday in anticipation of a big move to Manchester. Both Napoli and Juventus had also been linked with moves in the summer transfer window. The deal will make Dorgu Lecce's most expensive sale of all time, comfortably surpassing the €19.5 million fee the club received for the transfer of Morten Hjulmand to Sporting CP in the summer of 2023. Dorgu career so far: Nordsjælland, Lecce and Denmark. Of Nigerian descent, Dorgu was born in Copenhagen and has represented Denmark at every international level from U18s up to the senior side. He had represented Nordsjælland at youth level before moving to Lecce in 2022. He has spent the entirety of his senior career to date in Serie A, making 53 appearances in Serie A over the last 2 seasons. 21 of them have come this term, as well as 3 league goals and an assist in 2024-25. The talented youngster was rewarded with his first call-up to Denmark's senior national team in September for Nations League fixtures against Switzerland and Serbia, both of which resulted in 2-0 wins. Dorgu started both matches from the bench but came on in both and marked his first appearance with a tidy finish inside the area to hand Denmark a 1-0 lead over Switzerland with 9 minutes of regular time left to play. He was also included in Denmark's Nations League squads in October and November. Dorgu positioning, strengths and versatility. Despite playing most of his early matches with Lecce at left-back, he has begun to show his positional versatility over the course of the 2024-25 season. Having started a number of matches out on the right wing, Dorgu's versatility is certainly part of why United see him as an ideal player for Ruben Amorim. He is capable of playing practically any position on the left-hand side, including left-back, wing-back, and as part of the front three, and is now proven to be capable on the right as well. Though Lecce and Manchester United play with different systems, a 4-3-3 has been Marco Giampaolo's go-to. While Amorim prefers a 3-4-2-1, Dorgu could fit in nicely to United's current lineup. Amorim has been lacking a left-sided wing-back for most of this season, with Luke Shaw and Terrell Malaysia both struggling for fitness. Diogo Dalot and Nusam Mazraoui have both had to cover in that role, out of position. Dorgu would be a natural solution for United at left wing-back, or on the right as well, should that be required. Given that he has played on the wing of a 4-3-3, he could also be used in a more advanced role at Old Trafford. Like Amad Diallo, he is also a left-footer and could be used as a rotation option should the former Atalanta man need a rest at any point. The 3 attributes PATRICK DORGU has that Ruben Amorim is already very happy with at Man United. With less than a week to go until deadline day, Manchester United appear to have secured their first signing of the January transfer window. United had been searching for a new left-back for quite some time. Milos Kerkez was linked to United, while David Rome was a Manchester United target. Now, PATRICK DORGU is set to sign for United, and according to Dean Jones, speaking on the Ranks FC podcast, Ruben Amorim is very happy with this deal. According to the journalist, Amorim is pleased with this deal, and he's particularly happy with Dorgu's physicality, athleticism and technical ability. 3 PATRICK DORGU attributes Ruben Amorim is happy with. Jones spoke about United's deal to sign Dorgu. The journalist says that Dorgu wasn't actually United's top choice, but Amorim is very happy with this addition to his squad. They finally got the player. Now this isn't the top choice, but they've got Dorgu. Amorim is very happy with the physicality, with the athleticism, with the technical ability of the player. They're getting him for 30-ish million initially. He might pay add-ons along the way, so that's an important deal. Obviously, Man United have made transfers before that haven't worked out, but on paper right now it looks like a reasonably good one. Previous Manchester United managers' first signings. This is the first signing of the Ruben Amorim era, and these first additions to a new manager's squad are usually indicative of what the era is going to look like. Indeed, United have had their fair share of managers over the past 10 years, and many have been defined by that first signing they made. David Moyes' first signing was Mowane Fellaini, a player he'd worked with before at Everton and a player who only really works in a specific style of play. A style of play not befitting of the Premier League champions at the time. Moyes nearly signed Fellaini for West Ham at 1.2. Ander Herrera was Louis van Gaal's first signing at United, and the midfielder does encapsulate that steady if unspectacular style that United had under their Dutch manager. Eric Bailly and Zlatan Ibrahimovic signed on the same day for Jose Mourinho at Manchester United. And while Bailly doesn't quite fit the typical Mourinho addition here, Ibrahimovic certainly does. Ibrahimovic was very much a win-now signing, showing the ambition of Mourinho at United, while bringing in a player he knew well from his time at Inter. Dan James was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's first signing, which perhaps showcases that Solskjaer was never truly backed as the United manager initially, and a lot of decisions were made by people above him rather than by the manager himself. Meanwhile, Erik ten Hag's first port of call was to sign Tyrell Malacia, a player he knew well from the Eredivisie who would spend most of his time at the club injured, something that hampered Ten Hag at Old Trafford. And now Amorim is signing Patrick Dorgu, an attacking wingback who is basically made for that 3-4-3 system. Hopefully Dorgu fares better than many players on this list did at Old Trafford, and hopefully Ruben Amorim fares better than many of these managers did too. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.